click here and the swipe there. Everybody sees the finished product, but doesn't know the hard work and the struggles of commitment of work. Athletes are committed to their position even more in high school and college. School gives athletes the teaching to understand strategies. School gives athletes insight and comprehension on what's practiced. Today I'm going to inform you on many reasons why education impacts an athlete, by pros and cons, education on the field, and having a concrete career after sports. My specific purpose is to inform my audience on how education impacts an athlete's career, by pros and cons and education, ways education is used on the field, and athletes always need a career after sports. So let's examine some pros and cons. Some pros and cons of school is you have financial aid, but usually financial aid is usually not always enough. You have free tuition, but not a lot of study time. You build a lot of friendships and bonds with certain peers and classmates, but you don't have a social life. And another pro to being an athlete in college or high school is staying fit. You're always going to be staying fit, but a con is it's a high risk of injuries. You're always going to be able to be good at a sport, but being able to stop an injury might not be so much of a high percent or low percent. To follow that, ways education is needed during sports. Ways education is needed in sports to work together are sports affect students' learning abilities in the classroom in a positive way during sports. It requires students to memorize, repeat, and learn. All of these skills translate into classroom goals where they create achievements. Comprehension is needed in sports because it helps players learn by understanding what is taught or practiced. Foreshadowing is a skill that players need to be able to know what's coming ahead. Athletes need careers after sports because after finishing school, athletes have to take care of the family and the kids, and they have to know how to support themselves. One major thing is that I got from an ESPN journal from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a very prestigious basketball player that played for the Lakers, was basically a lot of players that come up and they go to school and they don't really know how to manage their money. So after they get done with playing sports, they end up just losing their wealth and they have to forced to go get a regular job like we do, a 9 to 5. But if they would have went to school and had the right knowledge, they wouldn't be in that position. Careers are plan B options just in case athletes have injuries, but knowledge outside of sports is very, very important. 60% of college athletes can only read at a 4th grade to 8th grade level. Athletes need to understand and take full advantage of the free educational opportunities in college because you have a free tuition and all these academical grants and different programs to get in to help you pay for school. To conclude my specific purpose and my whole general topic, pros and cons. Schools may be free for students, but athletes it's not always enough to take care of them while they're in school. Even though you may gain friends, you won't have a social life to enjoy them. Ways education is needed on the field. Education is needed through comprehension, foreshadowing, and all of those skills will translate right into the classroom. Athletes always need a career to support their families, and they always need to make money. And when you learn how to do that in school, your money will make money for you. Do I have any questions or concerns from anybody?
No, sir.
Yes. What the percentage of athletes are successful in their career are being put back into their career? Meaning,
I think I had read it was about 80% because a lot of athletes that come from playing sports, they usually go be a sports analyst,
yes.
or either they be like a player coach. They come back like basically they play professional for a certain amount of years and they come back and they end up coaching under their coaches. Like
Yeah.
for example, I think it was Phil Jackson.
Okay.
He had another player come under him and coach. I think it was Jerry Stackhouse for a while. Then Jerry Stackhouse was another coach at another NBA team.
Oh.
So that's a good example.
Yeah, they put back into their community and also back into their education and schooling.
Right, because they're basically like major role models in the community.
Yes.
Also,
So that's a big thing in athletics.
that's a big thing. Like you got a question, sir?
Do they have training also after school,
Yes, they have.
tutoring?
Yeah, they have tutoring and training. A lot of coaches. I mean, a lot of athletes that played in high school or college. Some of them don't even go to college to play. Some of them just go back to their local high school and be a football coach or a basketball coach or a PE teacher or a health teacher. I know when I was in high school, I had a major mentor or coach. His name was Marvin Nash, and he's legendary as he shows. But he came back and helped out with a lot of the physical education things. Do you have a question?
No, I did not.
So are they taking major classes like math, English?
I think they take more of like science educational classes, like more towards geared to like the physical part, towards helping the kids and helping high school students or helping college students.
Yes, one more question. What would be a good, significant way of being a successful athlete to budget your money while you're going into your major career? Is that any kind of classes you can take along as, putting your money back for your future, to be advised, to have advisor, I guess,
I think the best thing is to have you a good accountant.
Yeah.
First of all, the second thing you need is you need to have somebody that's already
A manager.
able to manage money. You need to talk to somebody like maybe a banker. Maybe you need to talk to somebody that's somebody that had endorsements or some type of funding while they were playing to help them like gain money and make money while they was already a player.
Okay.
So I think that'd be a good idea, or a good choice to go look at first.
Well,
a lot of athletes come into being car salesmen, which I don't know how good that work out for them, but
Well, I guess you have to socialize yourself with people that already been before you to advise you about your money spending and have advisory and mentors or whatever way you want to put it.
Right.
In order for you to make your money grow for you and work for you.
Right. I'd say a bad example was Mike Tyson.
Oh.
Mike Tyson, he had over $300 million in one fight and ended up going down a bad road of bad choices and drugs. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure you still got some of that money left.
Yeah.
But
Yes, that's
I idolize Mike Tyson, so that's why I use Mike.
Yeah.
Apparently you don't idolize Mike Tyson.